Greetings, adventurers, and welcome back to the channel. Today is RPG A Day 2021, Day 3, and we had a couple of options to go for, but I'm sticking with the primary, which was tactics. And as with many of the words for this year's RPG A Day, I was like, what am I going to do for this? In the end, I decided to see what Google thought tactics was as a for an idea, let's put it that way. And one of the definitions that Google comes up with for the word tactics is something along the lines of a means to achieve success, which made me ponder. And the thing that came to mind with that was teamwork. And teamwork is vital in role-playing games. It's part of the core foundation that pretty much everything is built on, from Dungeons and Dragons through to Shadowrun through to Traveller, whatever. Your party of characters will only achieve their goals, survive the scenario, and level up, get whatever rewards, if they work together. Teamwork. And that involves knowing what they're doing, having the right skills. You know, when you build a party of adventurers in Dungeons and Dragons, for example, you can just play whatever you want. That's cool. But my experience has always been that the party works best, survives best, when you have a balanced party with roles assigned to characters. For example, you take a fighter. The fighter is the one that's going to go in there, heavy armor, big weapon, chop things up. Doesn't need to worry about anything else. That's your damage output. You have a rogue whose job it is to scout, sneak, open locks, disarm traps, perhaps steal the keys off of somebody, and give a little bit of support in combat, usually with the ranged weapons. You tend to take a cleric. That's your healer. Again, armoured up, has not as good a combat ability as a fighter, but can go in there toe to toe with a few enemies. But without the cleric, you have little in the way of surviving your wounds. And some of the spells on the cleric spell list are really, really good that help you out. And then lastly, you take an arcane caster, a wizard or sorcerer. Generally, not a lot of health, but has the knowledge skills, possibly has the communication, although cleric usually has a good charisma to be able to diplomacy their way out of things or into things. And your wizard is your magical damage dealer, your magical problem solver. You know, the rogue for some reason can't get through the door, but your wizard might have a knock spell. And between the four of you, or however many there are in your party, you are able to work together and overcome the traps and problems that the GM or the module writer has set before you. And that's what allows us to progress. Parties that don't work together, players that don't work together, and try and just do their own thing, they generally are not going to work. They're going to fail in whatever they do more times than not. And the teamwork and the tactics you guys as players put in is what helps you make the game. You know, we all want to win, we all want to survive, we all want to complete the scenario, get the treasure, and go home ready for the next one. Without those skills divided around the party and the working together, the part of the social aspect of role playing, you just wouldn't do it very well. And to me, that sort of aspect is quite fundamental to a game, and it's part of what makes it fun. You're not just playing Bob the Fighter, you are playing a party, you are playing, you know, the Knights of Order or whatever. And it brings us a bit closer together in the game. that's my thoughts for tactics. It was a bit of a tough one to come up with, but you know, it made me ponder for the last few days to try and work out what I was going to do. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, that'd be really great. I look forward to seeing your comments and seeing other people's videos. Until then, take care guys, and good gaming.